running Escalation today. So we've got 3 objectives. We're going to use Stormcast models to represent those objectives. We've got one right here, 12 inches from this corner, one in the center underneath the rib cage of the Dreadsaurian, and one on the 12-inch line out from this corner. The unique thing about this map is that it's actually split on a diagonal line instead of a horizontal line. So we've used these dice to denote the different distances from the center line that we need to deploy. Infantry need to deploy 9 inches away from the center line, and hero models need to deploy 18 inches back. There is another additional rule for artillery and behemoths where they need to deploy 24 inches back, but neither of us have artillery or behemoths, so we've decided not to denote those lines.
What we have is a mystic archway. There's going to be some spooky nonsense going on here. Right across from it we have a sinister bridge. We've put the rules so that the arcs on the side, here and here, you cannot pass through. Likewise, you can't go on top of it. But the inside middle right here is a perfect place for warriors to kill each other. It's going to be great. Next, we have this super evil, awful dinosaur thing. It's a dangerous piece of terrain, so if anybody charges through it, they gon' die. Next, we have the dangerous tree. Could be a monster of some kind, could be some Cthulhu thing, or the tree's just evil. It's damned. Finally, we have another mystic tree. We are starting with the Slaves of Darkness deployment. What we have here are a unit of 10 converted marauders. They're gonna head right for the objective that is right down here. Okay, they're staring in the face of some juggernauts. That'll be an interesting scenario. Next, we have a unit of 20 marauders. They've been reduced to 18 for the Slaves to Darkness battalion benefits. They're going to be up front as a skirmish line. Next behind them are Slaanesh-marked Warriors of Chaos, and behind them a Slaanesh Demon Prince, then a Tzeentch Magister. Weird reason why he's here, I wonder about that. An Exalted Hero with a Standard. 2 Familiars, and you'll be seeing this all behind here, where we have our command elements, the Exalted Hero, the Lord of Chaos, and the Chaos Sorcerer Lord, all chilling out behind that archway. Gonna leg that back down right there. And then finally, the Piece de la Resistance, the Chaos Knights, which are going to be coming along the flank, also followed by some random pile of turds, also known as a spawn. We'll see how that does. For a basic understanding of what the Slaves to Darkness Slaanesh stuff does, I am using the ever-chosen Pleasure-Bound Warband. I have 7 mortal Slaanesh units of Chaos. Yes, you heard that right. There are 7 required in that. 6 mortal units and 1 hero. They are going to gain the following benefits. Units that are multiples of 10 gain +2 to their bravery, which for the infantry heavy list that I have here, plus the Exalted Hero with a standard banner, means that they will have a +4 to their bravery. Next, if a model in this battalion dies during any point of the game, then throughout the rest of that turn, all other units in that army may pile in 6 inches instead of 3.
My army is going to be a Khorne Bloodbound army. I'm going to feature 2 battalions. The Gore Pilgrims Battalion, which includes a Bloodsecrator, 3 Slaughter Priests of any type, some units of Blood Warriors, and some units of Blood Reavers. The benefits this army has is for each Slaughter Priest within 8 inches of the Bloodsecrator's Portal of Skulls, the range will be increased by 6 inches. So that's a total of 18 inches if all 3 Slaughter Priests are within range of the Bloodsecrator. I'm also running the Brass Stampede, which I've lovingly dubbed and modified as the Bloody Bitches. They all have female heads.
Blitches.
They're awesome. Whenever they make a successful charge, as long as they're within 3 inches of another unit in that battalion, they'll deal D3 mortal wounds to the units within 1 inch of that one. They also have an ability that when a unit dies, they gain +3, or I'm not sure if it's +3 or +4, but I'll look that up later, to their charge rolls. I've deployed my 5 Blood Warriors with Gore Fists. They're a unit of 5. They're going to try and keep him from doing too much on this objective over here on the right. And you see that Connor has his 10 Chaos Knights. They're one of the most formidable cavalry units in the game, so I gotta respect them. So I've deployed 10 Skull Reapers. It's a very powerful elite infantry unit that can put out mortal wounds if I increase the hit roll, which I will be doing with my 3 Slaughter Priests that know Killing Frenzy. So they're going to be able to increase the hit rolls for units within 16 inches on a 4+, and they'll be able to re-roll those rolls as a result of the battalion, the Gore Pilgrims. I've also got these 10 Blood Warriors right here. They're trying to counter this assault that Connor has going on here with the Marauders and Chaos Warriors. I've got a nice little bowling pin unit here of Blood Reavers. They're really just to sit on the objective once I get all my guys situated and trying to kill him. I've got my Mighty Lord of Khorne on a Juggernaut.
Take a look at that thing. That is a beautiful model. Josh has put a ton of effort inside of these things. I mean, you can really get a sense of the kind of imposing feel that a Juggernaut has when you have it fully painted like that.
He is my general. He is going to have Violent Urgency as his command ability. I've also got 2 more units to round out the Brass Stampede of Mighty Skull Crushers, and behind them a unit of Blood Reavers. Right over here near the Deadly Tree we've got the Bloodstoker and my Bloodsecrator. I will be going first. I'm going to try and take some objectives before Connor does. I think that his units are relatively defensive, so if I do not go first and I don't score some early points, I think that Connor is going to, get out there, and it's going to be real hard to get him off the objective after he takes them. I'm going to start my hero phase by trying to give Killing Frenzy to this unit of Blood Warriors right here, because that's going to combat his -1 to hit a little bit. So on a 4-up, I'll give them Killing Frenzy. That fails, so I'm going to re-roll that, do the Gore Pilgrims, and that fails as well.
Mission accomplished for me.
It's even worse, actually. He's actually going to take D3 mortal wounds because I rolled a 1, so that's 3 mortal wounds. Unlucky.
Excellent, ladies and gentlemen. Things are turning out for Slaanesh already.
This guy is going to try and cast the Killing Frenzy, or pray for the Killing Frenzy as well, and that fails. Then we're going to try again. That time it succeeds, so they get +1 to hit. This ability is stackable. However, I'm not quite sure if I want to stack it on them. I think that I want to place it on them. You know what? I'm going to place Killing Frenzy on this unit of 3 Juggernauts.
Those ones right there?
Yep, so here we go, and that's a successful 5. So these 2 units right here will have +1 to hit. Now I'm going to place down my banner. My banner has a 36-inch range. Everyone within it will get +1 attacks and don't have to take battle shock. I'm going to Bloodstoke these Blood Crushers here. So they're going to, I'll Bloodstoke these Blood Warriors. I'm going to use my Mighty Lord of Khorne on a Juggernaut, or my Lord of Khorne on a Juggernaut. If I use his command ability, it's probably going to be wasted, but I'm going to give it a shot over here. He'll give himself +1 to wound if I successfully charge. I'm going to pick these 2 units as well. They're within 24 inches of him. And I'll pick my Blood Warriors. If they can make a successful charge, great. I moved my Blood Warriors up just to stop him from capturing this objective too easily. I've got my Skull Reapers. They've shifted this way. I've got my Blood Warriors that are forming kind of a little wall here to stop him from coming around and attacking my forces right in here, as well as they can still make a charge and avoid this 3 inches of deadly terrain. I've moved my Blood Reavers up onto this terrain here with the tree. I've pushed my Skull Crushers forward just a tad, as well as my Mighty Lord of Khorne. I'm about to make charges with these 2 units here. I need to make a 9-inch charge with them, as well as a 9-inch charge with them, meaning an 8 and an 8 because they get +1 to charge rolls.
Blood for the blood god.
I've run my blood reavers up here behind them, so they're going to take this objective and hopefully score some points on turn 2. So let's make a charge roll for my skull crushers. We need a 9 and we fail. We need a 9 and we succeed.
Oh boy.
And I'm going to move my last one right up around this tree, but I want to maintain 3 inches proximity to this other unit. That way we get a guaranteed bonus and we're able to make that D3 mortal wounds happen. So let's see how much we do. We do 3 mortal wounds right off the rip. The first attack for the skull crushers, they get 2 attacks apiece, but since they're within 36 inches of the blood secretor during the combat phase, they're going to get 3 attacks apiece, plus the boss. So we're hitting on a 4-up, or -1, right?
Yes.
So 5 ups, we make 1, and then we're wounding on a 3, and we fail. Mighty steeds, 3s and 3s, but this time 4s and 3s. No rend on these. This one's a little better.
Juggernauts know what's up.
So that's going to be 5 wounds that he has to save.
Okay. We're looking at 5s and 6s. Looks like 2 of them managed to survive, and we have 3 more of these poor little guys dead.
Before we begin, we're going to do unpredictable destruction. It was a 5, almost. So, 1 attack each for these guys here. They are hitting on a 4s because they are using their axes. So we got 4 guys, 4 attacks. The chieftain is dead because I can't tell who he is. Nice, good work, boys. 3 hits. Looking at 1.5, so maybe 2, probably 1. And yes, it is 1 wound right there.
All right, so I save on a 4-up.
Yes, sir. Spinning.
And it's saved.
All right. So, because I have already lost 6 models inside of this, I'm going to have my bravery of 5 in the unit, and then they have a +2 because they are inside of the battalion. Actually, no, they don't. They're just gone. Because you have 5 minus 6, 1. We'll do the roll. Battle shock. Ooh, very gone.
They all run. They're scared.
Yes, they are.
So that's 1 blood tithe point for me, as well as it activates my Blood Stampede's ability to add 3 to a charge roll. Excellent turn overall. I was able to kill those marauders with my skull crushers. I didn't expect it to happen. That's pretty cool. It's always nice when good things happen that you don't expect to happen. It's Connor's turn now, so let's see what his boys can do. I still have -1 to hit, so that's a little bit scary. I'm worried he might kill my blood crushers on the left-hand flank, but maybe not. They're pretty tanky, so we'll see what happens.
The Exalted Banner is going to drop his banner, which will give a +2 bravery to all Slaves to Darkness units within 20 inches of him. That's going to be a significant range. We're going up just about right there, which is great, because that's where most of the objectives are. The Lord of Chaos, which is behind the bridge over here, is going to use his command ability, which is to grant another unit with the same mark as him his ability. He's a Chaos Lord of Slaanesh. These guys are Slaaneshi Knights. I am going to have them run and charge. Next, I'm going to have the Chaos Sorcerer right behind, who is going to cast his demonic power on that same unit. Okay, so we got it right here. He needs a 6. He's getting a +1 because of the familiars right next to him. And that is a success.
That's a 6.
We are going to have this Magister right here. He is going to cast Mystical Shield on these dudes, this unit of Warriors of Chaos.
Is that a 6-up? Or a 5-up? I think it's a 5.
It is a 5-up, but I got a 9 actually. No, an 8 because of the +1 from the familiars. I love those things. So that is going to be the end of my hero phase, and we will move on to movement. This pile of poop right here, the Chaos Spawn, give us a kiss, ran up 14 inches with his nonsense slitheriness to get to the objective. He's trolling those blood warriors right over there. Meanwhile, behind him, the real show here, the Chaos Knights, have lined up for a delicious charge. We'll see if that happens. On the side, the Exalted Hero and the Lord of Chaos have moved up the middle. Then we have the Magister, who did a run up there. The Familiars behind him, and the Sorcerer Lord, if you can barely see him there, also sneaking around the back. Over here, we have the Warriors of Chaos. I actually made a mistake earlier. I wasn't casting the hero ability on them. I changed my mind mid-camera. I put it on these Warriors of Chaos. That's why you see this massive line suddenly so close to the Blitches over here. Next, we have the Demon Prince of Slaanesh. He is also right over here, so he's going to have a fairly clear line to be headed over to the Blitches alongside the Warriors. Finally, the skirmish line of Marauders are right up here.
So we're playing with this Dread Saurian, this dead Dread Saurian, as deadly terrain,
Saurian,
3 inches around it. So, because Connor made a run roll and came within 3 inches of the Dread Saurian, the deadly Dread Saurian, he loses 2 models for rolling 6 dice and getting 2 ones.
Oh my god.
Not a big deal though, because his intention here is to screen his army with these Marauders.
Yeah. We're going to begin the charges. We will begin with the Chaos Demon Prince of Slaanesh. Gotta get a 2d6 here, and... Ooh, that's a cocked eye right there.
Does he make it?
Unlikely.
6 inches.
And he can fly. Nope.
Let's roll for those Chaos Warriors. They have a +1, don't they?
Yes, they do.
And then they re-roll or something like that?
Yes, because of this dude. Because normally, right, this is not a Slaves to Darkness model, so he doesn't benefit from the banner, but they do. So they can do this and make a 10.
They don't need to do that.
And now it's a 5 because of this guy right here. Always remember, kids, you get that +1 from the Khorne.
And my guys still have -1 to hit because it's still the first battle round.
Correct. You got a load of dudes right here. We're gonna see how long the Blitches survive against multiple warrior attacks. That'll be fun. We're gonna see if these guys have unpredictable destruction. Nope. All right, so you have 15, that's 2 attacks each. That's gonna be 30 attacks. These colored dice are going to represent the champion and his attacks. He is hitting on 2s, everyone else is hitting on 3s with their chaotic hand weapons. Oh my god, look at all those hits and other things besides.
Well, you get to re-roll 1s on the hits? Is that part of that spell, or is it just wound rolls?
I put the spell in the wrong unit, so we're not going to worry about that.
No, we changed your mind. You put it on the right unit, the re-rolls. Remember?
Okay. Alright, so we got 1 extra out of that. That's pretty cool. We're going to wound on 4s, rerolling 1s. Get some hot Slaanesh action right up in there. Reroll that die that just fell off the table. And here are the 1s coming through for more delicious rerolls. Do. Give me more of that stuff. Yeah!
Wow, nice.
14 wounds.
Well, you're not going to kill them, but let's see if we can save these. You said 14?
Yes, sir. On 4s?
Yep, on 4s. Pretty good roll here. So you killed 2 and 1 has a wound.
Nice.
Or you killed 1 and 1 has a wound. My bad. Because they have 5 wounds apiece.
Okay.
I'm going to make an attack back with my 2. I still have -1 to hit. So my first attack's on 5s. We got 2 hits. And then we're wounding on 2s because of the Brass Stampede. So that's 1.
Epic.
And that's -1 rend. And then for
4 up. Because these guys have Mystic Shield in them as well. And they didn't do that! Alright, one of them is going to have a wound on him. We're going to put that wound all the way over here. Bink.
Then we have the... Oh, I forgot about the boss. She hit. She wounds. Go ahead and reroll. Not saved.
Alright, this guy's dead.
Alright, now we have the Juggernauts themselves. 4s. And then we got 2 more for the banner. The Bloodsecrator banner. So 6 hits, and we're wounding on 2s. And that's 5 hit wounds, no rent.
Okay, so I'm going to take 5 dice. I am rolling 3s now. You're rolling 1s. Look at that 1 right there. Beep.
So 1 more wound.
1 wound, and it's going to go on this poor schmuck all the way back here. Beep.
Here, let's go ahead and roll for turn.
All right.
I'm gonna roll.
This is a tense moment.
A 6.
Oh, God. Oh, praise Slaanesh! Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, it was close. I
No!
thought it was gonna be 6. I could see it. I'm gonna start my turn by using my Slaughter Priests, and I'm going to try to make these Marauders blood boil. So on a 4-up, they're gonna take D6 mortal wounds from this Slaughter Priest here. And that's a fail, so I get to re-roll it. And that's another fail.
Excellent.
I'm gonna attempt this again with this Slaughter Priest.
They're too cool to deal
That's
with.
a fail, I get to re-roll it. That's also a fail. What a bunch of losers. So no blood boiling today.
I guess Khorne's just gotta chill out.
I'm gonna give these guys +1 to hit.
Epic.
That's a fail, let's try again. That's a success.
Do
They
your
get
job, Slaughter Priests.
this one and gives him Killing Frenzy. I'm going to try and give this unit over here Killing Frenzy.
Ooh.
That's a fail, let's try again. That's a fail, nothing happens.
Oh my God.
I'm going to use this guy right here. He's going to try and give
Didn't you
these... No, that's the 3rd Slaughter Priest I'm using.
Oh.
I'm going to try and give these guys +1 again. Success!
Success!
I
Yeah!
have Killing Frenzy. Alright. I'm going to give these guys +1 to wound on a charge with the Blood Stampede.
Oh my God.
Then I'm going to use the Blood Stampede on these Skull Crushers.
You know, it's looking pretty bad for my Marauders.
I'm going to use the Blood Stampede again.
Feels good not being an uneducated hick with the sentry, waving around a club trying to kill other dudes with clubs.
These Skull Crushers, I'll put my banner down. I'm going to whip this unit of Blood Warriors. That's my hero phase. I'm going to go into movement and then we can pick it back up from there. I moved my Blood Warriors up here. I've already attempted a charge roll on them so far and I failed against the Chaos Spawn. Fortunately, I'm still 2 models within 6 inches of the objective, so that's good. I still get a point this turn. I've moved my unit of 10 Blood Warriors right here. They're Whipped to Fury. They're getting +1 from this artifact and +1 from this artifact to charges.
There.
So they have a +5 to charge. I'm gonna hopefully charge around this unit, wrap it in Blood Warriors, and slam it real hard as
Phrasing.
get out of here. And I'm trying to avoid coming into contact with this deadly terrain. That stuff's super annoying. Speaking of 3-inch radius, I've mistakenly moved my Lord of Khorne on a Juggernaut within 3 inches, so I won't be charging with him this turn, but he is going to give the bonus to these bloody bitches for D3 mortal wounds on a charge. I've retreated out this hole that Connor left me.
Perfect.
With these 2, actually one of them has 4 wounds on it. These 2 Blood Crushers, and I'm getting ready to make a charge with these 3. I've moved my Blood Reavers up, and I've moved these Blood Reavers up as well. I'm gonna keep these here to maintain control of this objective, and I'm gonna slowly move these guys up to take control of that one.
Yep, the dangerous terrain. We need some groupies to carry the stuff. Somebody has to hold the objective.
I'm gonna make a charge here. Remember, they get +3 to charge, so it's pretty much guaranteed that they're gonna make it.
Right there.
They're done.
Yep.
They're in. D3 mortal wounds to the Blood Warriors.
There we go.
2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds.
You get a 5-up save.
Yeah. Look at that right there. Boom, boom.
And they save 1. One
Save
guy
1.
dies on the end. I'll make the Blood Stampede charge here. They make it.
Yeah, because 4 inches.
Yep. Boom.
And it's true, because they'll be within that ½ inch anyways.
So I'm gonna roll for the D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds.
Nice.
I'm gonna start rolling my charges for these guys. That's
Nice.
a 5. That's a 15.
Wow.
So
And that's why I didn't take cultists away from that spot.
I might just charge his heroes.
You can't charge past them if they...
I can go over the terrain, but I don't know if I'd make it over the terrain. I'm gonna have to go up
And that is the point.
3. That's why you didn't take those away.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen.
I get it now.
You send the chaff in front of your guys so that your Coolio bros don't die.
I'm gonna start combat with these Skull Crushers over here. If I start combat with my Blood Warriors, what's gonna end up happening is they're gonna wipe out your entire unit, and you're gonna get a 6-inch pile-in. So I wanna make sure I do some more damage with my Blood Crushers before they potentially get ransacked by these Chaos Warriors.
Pirates of the Pancreas.
Yeah, hitting on a 4.
Oh boy, look at all those sweet 4s.
We're gonna wound on 2s.
All right, perfect.
So that's 4 at -1.
Okay, -1 rend on Warriors with a 4-up save. Well, now it's with a 4-up save, right? Because they were hit with a Mystic Shield before.
Well, I'm gonna roll my my Skull Crushers, my Juggernauts too, so you'll be able to roll them.
They're going to be separate saves.
Yeah, they're gonna be separate.
Okay. So we have that right there. We have 3 wounds on my guys. So we're going to be losing a dude here and putting a wound here. Go ahead and make those other rolls.
All right, so these are 3 up. It's a really good roll. I only missed 2 die. And these are a 2 up.
Holy smokes.
And I rolled 3 ones. I guess for every 6 you roll a 1, right?
Yep.
So 7 attacks,
Okay.
no red.
All right, so we got to re-roll a 1 right here. Let's try to get a 3. And perfect.
Wound.
1 wound. So this poor idiot is dead. Whoop.
Connor has made his 6-inch pile-in, which is super effective after losing 1 model.
Yep.
And now he's gonna start making some attacks.
All right, so we got these guys right here. We have 5, 10, and 11, 12 Warriors of Chaos that are in range to hit these guys. We're going to see if Unpredictable Destruction takes effect. No. We have the 2 oddly colored ones for the champion. He's inside of there. And then we have another 11 pairs to do. So that's going to be 22 additional dice. All right, and we are rerolling 1s right now. You know, honestly, this is one of the reasons why Great Destroyer is so good. Because if you can roll a 5 on something like that, then wow. Or even Lord of War. So you can get all those 2s to hit.
Do they have Lord of War flag?
No. No, I found Great Destroyer would be more effective here. And I was proven correct. Because you didn't kill like 5 models the first turn.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't really get a good first turn charge.
Okay, so we have 5, 10 hits in on your Blitches right over there.
Alright, so...
Them in their like super gore shields. Those are actually pretty adorable.
So they have 4 up save, so we're gonna roll these dice. That's a 1. So I saved 5 out of the 10, so they take 5 wounds. I'm going to attack over here with my Blood Warriors. 27 regular attacks, no rend. They got +1 to hit right now, so they're hitting on a 2, they're re-rolling 1 with their double axes, so I just gotta
Look at that stuff right there.
pull out these ones. Got 1 more 1. And they're wounding on a 3, and they're also re-rolling 1s. Because they're part of the Blood Stampede right now, and they're whipped to fury. Get out these 2s.
They're so angry.
They're pretty nasty.
They're pretty upset. They should calm down.
Alright, all of these 2s are gone. Alright, so that's 22.
Okay, I am going to be making saves for my Marauders. We'll see how that goes. They're going to be making saves with their Delightful Shield so that they make a save on a 5 and a 6. Unless your weapons are Rend 1. Are they Rend 1?
Nope.
Okay, let's look at that right there. Whee! Yeah, they're pretty dead.
That's
They're
12.
pretty dead, folks.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1 more. Dead.
I mean,
So the last thing I have to do is I get to pile in with these guys just because they made a successful charge this
which
turn.
is right there.
The closest models are these models over here on the right.
Yep, the Warriors of Chaos.
I'm gonna pile in, I'm just gonna move them 3 inches. And that's it.
We have Lord Totetot, who is going to use his command ability on his best buddy over here, the Chaos Exalted Hero of Chaos. And he's going to be able to run and charge pretty soon. Next, this guy will be casting some nastiness and spells towards these fools, but not until the banner over here drops his banner so that you continue the 20-inch radius, and this guy right here casts demonic power on the Chaos Knights right here. So we're going to start that right now with demonic power cast. It's going to be a d6. You need a 6 on it, 2d6 plus 1 because of the familiars. Nice. We got a 12 right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
You gotta re-roll this. You gotta re-roll it though, because you're within 30s.
Still good.
Still good.
Then he's going to use his demonic visions, his ocular visions, to give, the Warriors of Chaos, looking like, they're not going to get shit. These guys will get it, right here.
The little guy?
Yeah, he will get it so that he, in case he gets shot at by something that he can take a save against, he's got that little bit right there. That is effectively it. End of my hero phase. We did a variety of charges over here. I'm a little frustrated, to be honest, because we have, before we go over all of this fool right here, forget him. He's failed 2 charges. 2 charges. Awful. You are ridiculous. We're gonna have words after this, sir.
What did he roll again?
He rolled a 4. A 4. I'm a demon prince. Roar! I rolled a 4. He's doing it on purpose, man. So, we have the Lord of Chaos getting his dirty hits in over here, along with his best bud, the Exalted Hero. The Chaos Knights almost got slaughtered by their friends because they also were rolling terribly. But the 5-inch charge managed to get over here, and so I piled in everyone to be just outside 3 inches. I think that's just outside. And then I'm hoping that a model of mine that is Slaanesh, preferably one of the warriors over here, but likely one of these knights, will die. And then these guys can just do a 6-inch pile in and cause nonsense across the field. We are going to start the combat with the Lord of Chaos right here. He is going to make his debut, kill a bunch of blood warriors, and get the show on the road. Unpredictable destruction, almost. Gonna do his 4 attacks. He's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. Rend 2, D2. All right, 2 hits. Oh my God. This is the dice.
Don't they re-roll 1s or something like that?
No, I didn't stack on him. So he hit once with his sword. He wounded once with his sword. That's gonna be D1.
All right. What's the rend?
Nothing.
Nothing. So 4 up, and they save it.
Wow.
These are the attacks for my first floor Blood Warriors on Connor's Exalted Hero of Chaos.
Yeah.
Remember, they're buffed up from last turn. They're getting +1 to hit and wound, and they're rerolling.
Those guys right there.
Yeah, they're rerolling 1s in both. So, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. That's all hit.
Are they wounding on 2s?
They're wounding on 3s.
Rerolling 1s?
They are rerolling 1s.
Oh my God.
We got 2 1s here, and we missed 3. So you're gonna have to make 9 save rolls.
9 saves, a 4 up.
And yeah, no rend.
Let's see what happens. All right, we have. He is still alive. Perfect.
5.
Oh, is he dead?
He's dead. But is he Slaanesh?
Yeah.
So that means you get your 6-inch pylons.
Excellent. That's great.
Now I'm gonna make my attacks on your Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be 3.
It's an expensive payment, but you know, whatever.
So that's all hits. 3s, rerolling 1s. So that's 2 hits on your, what's his name?
Lord Totetot.
So I think you miss 1.
Yep, he takes a wound.
So he takes 1 wound.
Oh, delicious.
And we've got our 4 guys here.
He is down to 5 right now.
I'm going to do the Bloodglaive first.
Here.
This has got -1 rend.
Yes, sir.
2s and 2s, but only re-rolling wounds. Alright, but we're re-rolling these wounds. Alright, this is a -1 rend, 2 damage.
All right.
This is going to be nasty.
5 ups re-rolling.
Re-rolling 1. Get that 5. Whew!
Nice. So it's going to be 4 damage.
So 2 models slain.
No.
Oh, they're 3 wounds apiece?
Yes, sir.
Alright, before you take some on, I got still more attacks. So let's see how many. We've got a total of 4 damage coming in so far. We've got 3 more models attacking your knights. Re-rolling 1s. So that's all hits. And then 3s, re-rolling 1s. All hits.
Legit.
Re-rolling 1s.
Yeah, it looks like my dice kind of do love me.
Alright, so you take 2 wounds.
So we're back to the Warriors of Chaos grinding down some more Juggernauts. We're going to see if we get that unpredictable destruction again. Nope. We're going to use the colored die for the champion again. We have 13 models in there, so this is going to be 26 separate attacks. We are hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, thanks to the power of demonic vision, or demonic power from this dude right here. Do the dice roll. Alright. Looks like pretty good hits actually overall. A lot of 1s, maybe a couple of 2s right there. Not really an issue. Okay, 1s. Another 1. I just can't keep my dice on the table. Alright, so we got those there. I will.
Did you roll that one?
Nice.
Perfect, you got it.
That's a solid hit, sir. Okay, now we are winning on 4s, rolling 1s. Beautiful. So, that right there, get these 3s out of the way. Beautiful. 11.
I'm gonna roll the first 6. I save, take 1, and then I'm gonna roll the next 5.
Yep.
And I failed, so I take 3 wounds. Then I'm gonna start my attack back. So for my neg 1 rend, I'm going to make 4. And then for my wounds, it's 2 up. And I make all 4.
It's going to be 4. So, I'm doing these rolls right here. So it is going from an armor save of 3. Nope, it's an armor save of 4 now. Mystic Shield didn't go off. Armor save of 4 to 5.
Nice roll.
Nice. So 2, and then re-rolling 1s.
So
Nope.
2. And then before you take models away, let's do the Juggernauts.
So that's going to be 2
Bugs.
damage. Here you go. Stop it! There
So
we go.
all hit. That was a really good roll. And then 2s. So all the wounds.
Jesus.
Getting really good rolls.
4 8s. Maybe Khorne's really upset that he's fighting his girlfriend.
He hates Slaanesh.
That's why. Slaanesh is his girlfriend.
We roll those ones.
Yes, sir.
And this you're saving on a 4 up.
Yep. So,
Excellent
we
saves.
have 3. So we're going to be losing another warrior, and...
So that's 2 total, right?
Right.
That wasn't too bad, actually.
No, it wasn't. So we're just gonna do that.
Those warriors are a nasty tar pit.
Yeah, they are.
The last unit left to attack, the last unit in combat, and there will be another unit in combat if he doesn't kill those blood warriors down there, will be the knights.
Yes, sir. Unpredictable destruction on the Chaos Knights here. We're going to be dividing the attacks with these 5, aiming at these super golden warriors over here, and then another 3, which includes the Doom Knight right there with his banner, against those guys. So, unpredictable destruction, almost. We'll do the roll for the 10 attacks coming from these 5.
They're -1 on 2 damage apiece because they charge this turn.
Right. Wounding on 3s.
That was pretty solid. That was actually average.
-1.
Never got that luck. I need 5s. I failed 3 of them. So that's
Excellent.
6 total damage. So that's
So we have another
3
10
of these.
attacks with the horsies doing their thing. Hitting on 4s now. Let's see if they kill more guys than the riders. That'd be actually pretty hilarious. That's something I find a lot with cavalry, is that they tend to do more damage, strangely enough. Not this time though. Only 2 6s, no
All right.
rend.
Oh, 2 6s? Is that like bonus damage or something?
No.
Okay, so we got 2 more saves.
Yes, sir.
Saved.
Magic.
So this unit over here is fine. Okay, is that all the attacks?
That is all the attacks on this specific side over here, so I will do these now. So we have 6.
Oh, that was the horses.
Right.
Oh, so that had no rend.
Right.
Okay.
2 from the Doom Knight. He is hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Good job, boy. You hit. Have that 1 attack there. Alright. Alright, cool. Epic. They did nothing right there. So,
Okay. What about their horses? Did you fight with their horses yet?
I did not fight with their horses. You're absolutely right. So the Doom Knight's horse hits better. Good job, boy. Alright, 1 wound. And then,
The others?
yep, they hit. And 1 wound. Okay.
Alright, so 2 wounds over there?
Yes, sir.
Alright, we're saving on 4 because these do not have rend, right?
Correct.
And they both fail. So that's another guy, but that's from this unit here. So
Right.
I'll roll these first because you know, they get +1 to hit right now because they have the killing frenzy.
That is correct.
So here we go. This is rerolling 1s. Alright, so all hit. Now we have a 4 up on the wounds, so these are a lot worse.
This is a really...
And so, okay, so 3 wounds.
What else? Alright, 2 wounds on a Warrior of Chaos. Or a Knight of
Horse.
Chaos. Yep. Boop.
Alright, and then on the other side, we got 1 guy that died, but this guy's all the buffs, so we're hitting on a 2, winning on a 3, re-rolling 1s, 2 wounds, no rend.
Alright, so you die, and I'm gonna put a wound on one of you.
I'm going to pile in with these 2 here, so that's 3
I should
attacks
have put
apiece.
Demonic Possession on them.
And 1 is the
unfortunately.
boss,
Yep.
so that's 4. So they get their hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because
Yes,
of the
sir.
killing frenzy. And then 4s. Jesus. So that's
6.
6. But these have no rend. And it looks like you saved all of them but 2.
Okay, so
So that horse.
that
Yes.
horse is dead.
And I think that's everything for. Do these guys have to do battle shock?
They have a bravery of 11 right now.
And they lost 4 horses, so they can't lose?
2.
No, they lost 4 right here.
Oh yeah, you did damage before.
Yeah, no, you can't lose. The
Correct.
max you could roll is a 10.
Correct.
And these guys have a crazy bravery over here,
Yep.
so they're probably not gonna lose any of them. In fact, I don't think they can. My guys haven't. I haven't lost enough. Oh, I did lose some guys here. They have.
Oh wait, no, it's 9.
Oh no, I can't. I don't
So
take bravery
5,
shocks.
So
9 plus what? 4. You're fine.
yeah. This next turn is gonna be big.
Connor scores 1 point,
Yes, I do.
and let's roll to see who has the initiative. Oh my God.
All right. Well, that's gonna
That's
be the game.
6. Well, no, we'll see about that.
All right. So we're not in a good position right now as far as the servants of Slaanesh are concerned. What I see looking at all of this here is that I did not commit effectively to the Chaos Knights here. That's over 400 points of models. They need benefits and buffs when they charge, and I didn't do that. I didn't put demonic power on them. I didn't focus his mystic shield on them. I was too worried about these guys over here. And while they are more points, they're already stuck in. They're fine. They can get the rerolls of 1 because they still have a unit of about more than 20 guys. They're Gucci. Okay. Second, Demon Prince over here failed his charge twice. That's not something that I can control really. I can take a look at other things that could help bonuses for charges, but overall that's just an unfortunate aspect of the game. I could have definitely positioned my warriors a little better so that he might have been able to get in that half-inch, but it's unlikely. Finally, the Lord of Chaos was similarly disappointing. He rolled 2 1s on his to hits, and then he rolled another 1. No, another 2 1s on his spear. So the -2 rend, 2 damage, Warpstone Blade of Awesome right here, with a Ruin Blade artifact in it, didn't do its job. Unfortunate. The hero died here. That's normal. There were a lot of really well buffed Blood Warriors here, and Josh has been doing a great job keeping his Blood Warriors a well-oiled killing machine. It's pretty clear that he's been playing this for a long time. Imagine that. So, the final result, given the fact that he has initiative now, is I'm fully expecting these warriors to be crushed by the Skull Reapers over here because they'll get the charge. The warriors of chaos that are over here are not strong enough to hold back his entire army by themselves, as much as I'd like them to be. And at that point, this flank being lost, and this flank over here being what's left, you're probably going to see the game end by the next turn. Because at that point, he has 2 objectives in his control. He has a direct line to my support units in the back. All this stuff right here. And yeah, he's already ahead in points. C'est la vie. Nature of the game, I'm glad that I had this opportunity to fight the Gore Pilgrims. I overall don't feel that the army I'm facing was the problem. They're well buffed, they're pretty cool, but I have my own shenanigans in terms of pile-ins, and then also because of Slaves to Darkness. It's simply a matter that I did not take full advantage of the abilities that I had available. So, here we are. We're going to see the end of this game through. Maybe he's going to get some terrible rolls as well. Luck is a fickle creature.
So a great round 2 for me. The left side of the table is a little more tied up. You know, it seems like my bloody bitches are just stuck fighting this tar pit of Chaos Warriors, and I'm surprised at how effective they are at doing that. So far they've taken out about 100 points worth of models, which is, I think, reasonable considering I've done about 100 points of damage to them, and I've been transferring back and forth between units of Skull Crushers. Skull Crushers tend to be a tar pit unit themselves, and you know, you can tell. I don't know how well I'm taking advantage of the Blood Stampede. I don't know if I think it's a competitive formation, but it sure is fun to put on the table.
Damn right.
I've got my unit of 10 Blood Reavers here just writing on the objective. They're helping me maintain control. If they weren't there, he would have more units, or more models within 6 inches of the objective. So they're doing their job. You know, for only 70 points, they make me happy. I still have this objective here because I have more Blood Warriors within range of it than his single hero. And I'm probably going to take this objective over here because I've got this unit of 10 Skull Reapers. And I'm going to try and give them +3 to hit, so they'll be doing mortal wounds on a 2 or a 3 up. I think it's a 3 up, which is pretty nasty. I should be able to wipe his knights right off the board and then focus on his hero. Next turn, you're probably going to see me move my Blood Secretor. I have 3 Blood Tithe points, so I'll be able to move him in my hero phase.
Next to Bob the Blob.
Yeah, I'll be able to move him during my hero phase. I'll also be able to give him +5 to run rolls because I'll be able to whip him with my Blood Secretor and use the 2 Talisman of Burning Blood that are within 8 inches. So he's going to have a 4-inch move plus D6 and +5, which should get him about right here, and I'll have really, really great control of the board when he ends his movement. I think I've got a really good position on this board, and I think it's going to be real difficult for Connor to come back. This is the beginning of my hero phase. I'm going to whip my Blood Secretor because I'm going to use 3 Blood Tithe points to give him the ability to move during the movement phase. I'm going to make a run roll. So he gets to move 4 plus 4, which is 8, plus 5 plus 1 from each talisman, and plus 3 from the Bloodstoker. So, total of 14 inches. He's going to put down his Portal of Skulls. I'm going to give these guys Killing Frenzy with the first Slaughter Priest. It's a fail. I'm going to try again. It's a success. So that's 1 marker. I'm going to try with the second one. That's
also success. Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
I'm going to try with this one.
Do it. Try one more time.
And it's a success.
Oh, good.
Remember, this guy still has 3 wounds. So these guys are crazy. They're getting +3 to hit this turn, which means they're going to be doing mortal wounds on a 3. Some prayers. Looks like he's within 16 inches of 2 of the Slaughter Priest, so we're going to try and do D6 damage to him. That's a fail. We'll try one more time. That's a fail. First guy. Second guy. That's a fail. And that's a success, so D6 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. I'm going to use my Mighty Lord of Khorne, and he's going to add +1 to the wound rolls of my Skull Reapers. And he's going, well, not +1 to the wound rolls, he's going to give them the Blood Stampede. He's going to give this unit of bloody bitches the Blood Stampede, and this unit the Blood Stampede. I think that's everything.
All right, Overlord Josh.
I'm gonna go into movement. I'm gonna charge with my Mighty Lord of Khorne. He still gets +4, thank God. Or +3 to a charge, so he's gonna make it. He's within 3 inches of these guys. I'll charge over here, just because that way it gives them room to charge in. That's gonna deal D3 mortal wounds. Or no, I have to charge in closer, because if I don't, he's outside of 3 inches. I still think that's enough room for them anyway, so. We're gonna roll D3 mortal wounds. That's 2 mortal wounds. So go ahead, Connor, and make your wound saves.
Okay, we're gonna be rolling these. It's on 5s right now. So is...
That's 1 guy dead.
Yep.
Let's make a charge here. So they definitely make it in.
Absolutely, especially with that +4 or +3.
It's a +3, but +4 because she has an instrument. And we're gonna do D3 mortal wounds. That's 3.
Nice.
Let me re-roll that. That didn't spin enough. That's 3. Ouch.
That is also 3.
And then we're gonna have 1 charge right here. And they just make it anyway. Those double ones, man.
You know, Khorne is pretty good because it's completely overcoming the terrible charge rolls that are going on. I really am looking forward to when Slaanesh gets something out of an actual book, but quite honestly, I'm not really holding my breath. So we'll see what happens.
Right. Oh, one other thing we forgot to mention. This unit right here, they're befuddled, as well as this unit of Blood Warriors over here.
Rather hilarious.
So it helps him a little bit because I cannot retreat them. What I was going to do is retreat these guys and then charge my Skull Reapers.
It does delay the inevitable. It'll be pretty interesting.
It definitely saves his Chaos hero here.
Yeah, that means that Lord Totatot can come back to fight another day.
So I'm going to make a charge over here, and then we're going to stop the camera. These are the Skull Reapers. They have +2 to a charge because they're within range of the talismans here. So we're rolling. That's a total of 7. So they make it in. However, we don't make... Oh, we do make it... We don't make it to Bob, unfortunately.
Yeah, Bob!
I wanted to kill Bob.
Bob the Blob lives to another day!
But I won't make it. Yeah, that's a 7.
Bob the Blob. Bob the Blob knows what's up. It was Bob the Blob that started Warhammer 40K. It was Bob the Blob that was there when Sigmar was born. He was a nurse.
Bob was a nurse?
Yep. Well, that's a lot of unhappiness coming towards my Chaos Knights right there. Let's talk about what those Skull Reapers...
God, this is the first time I use them. They all have demon weapons.
Oh boy.
If you can't see them from here, they have like these fleshy looking swords. Currently their demon blades are hitting on a 2, mortal wounds on a 3, and then they're wounding on a 2. They are, however, re-rolling wound rolls because they were within 3 inches of the mystic terrain.
Which is very good for you, given the fact that their 1s can kill them.
Yes, they take mortal wounds on a wound roll of a 1. All of them are going into the Chaos Knights. There's only 6 of them left, so that's a total of 18 wounds that I need to deal. I think I'm going to do that pretty handedly. I've got to roll something like 32 dice.
Listen to the sound of that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, this man's saying here, he's like, yeah, you know, bunch of Chaos Knights, 18 wounds. I can do that pretty handedly.
This is going to be a slaughter.
Yep, it is.
It is. So first I'm going to just do the Vicious Mutation. We're hitting on a 2, we're wounding on a 3, but we're re-rolling failed wounds. So
correct. So,
we're hitting on a 2, we made all the hits. We're wounding on a 3, re-rolling failed wounds. Alright, 1 failed.
And we are re-rolling failed wounds because of that mystic terrain again over there.
Yes.
And those are what kind of rending attacks?
Those are -1 rend, and they are D3 damage.
Alright, doing the saves. Wow.
You saved 2.
Yes.
D3 damage.
D3 damage.
3. We have 2 Soul Terrors because 1 in every 5 gets to have a Soul
Oh, they're
Terror.
better demon weapons. My bad.
These are the super demon weapons. They do 2 damage apiece if they hit, but they also do mortal wounds on a 3 up. So
because of the bonuses that we put on them.
right.
Unless you roll 1s.
Unless I roll 1s. So we got 2 mortal wounds so far. Only if we don't fail to wound.
Okay.
So we successfully wound with those. That's 2 mortal wounds. Or only if we don't roll a 1 on the wound, should I say. So 2 mortal wounds and 2 regular wounds coming through. So we'll just crank that up to 5. And then you have to save 2 wounds. And then these 2 regular wounds coming through. So you got a total of 4 wounds coming through.
Okay, 2 regular wounds that went through. Alright. 4 wounds in total
1.
that go through.
Yep.
Roll the rest of them as well so we can get a full count.
Yeah, but these are 2 damage apiece rather than 1. And they're -1 rend. So you save 1, so that's 6 more damage. We're looking for 3s, but we're hitting on 2s. So everything that's a 3 or higher is a mortal wound. So these are regular, so I have to roll these for wounds and then I make sure I don't get any 1s. So these are wounding on a 2 because of Blood Stampede. And I reroll all the 1s. So these are all mortal wounds. And then 1 wound, I take 1 mortal wound. And then these are just regulars. Alright, so you have to make all of these saves, but 21 mortal wounds, and then you have to roll the saves. I just want to see how much damage these actually do.
Okay, how many saves? 3?
These are all saves, -1, and these are all
those
saves.
mortal wounds?
No, you have 21 mortal wounds coming in. On top
These,
of this.
I'll roll those as well because I have ruined shields.
Yeah. Oh, you save mortal wounds?
Yeah. Are these mortal wounds?
Yeah, you have 21 mortal wounds coming in.
What dice represent the mortal wounds throw?
All of these represent the mortal wounds.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
But they do mortal wounds in addition to the regular damage.
Okay, that explains it.
Yes. So you're gonna have to roll those twice. So right now you have 11
mortal wounds.
So you save.
Maybe save 3, 4, 5.
You have 5, right? 5 up?
Yeah.
So you save 6 of them. So that means 21 minus 6.
That's going to be 15.
15. So you have 15 more wounds on top of. And then you have to re-roll these. They're no rend.
Correct. So
These 2. Those 4 are extra wounds.
So this is going to be how many then? 11 or
more than 21. All 21 you have to roll plus 4 more.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. 1 plus 4. Okay. So here it is. That's a lot of dice, ladies and gentlemen.
You saved a lot of them, even though you're already dead.
Yes, that's true.
So that is a total of 23 plus 15, 38 wounds.
Dang.
They're super duper. They're dead twice over.
Yup. Their horses were hacked into tiny bits.
I'm gonna roll for unpredictable destruction. Nope, it's not gonna happen this time, unfortunately. Gonna put it inside of here. These 2 attacks, of course, represent the champion that's right there with his big axe. And they are all gonna attack the Blitches right in the center. All right, Blood Bitches, let's go. Right there. Still rerolling 1s because of the demonic power for the sorcerer on them before. Okay, very good. Taking out those 2s inside of there. Going back. Okay. Going here before.
Good rolls.
Another 2. Yes, it is. I honestly feel that Warriors of Chaos are some of the best battling in the game.
I agree with that.
Because of their durability, the amount of stacking that you can do on top of them, and then you consider the fact that...
They wound on 3s?
No.
Oh, they're 4s. They're like Blood Warriors.
Correct.
11?
Yep, 11 saves. Yeah, that's pretty good for me right there.
Ouch.
You're looking at 5 right there. So that's going to kill the good lady over there.
Okay, so you were attacking these?
Correct. These 2.
Okay, so
I'll kill 1.
This one dies, and this one has 2 wounds.
Correct.
Alright, so go ahead and finish your attacks on these guys now.
Okay, so we're going to move back over to here right now. You're looking at the 5 guys that are right here, so that's going to be 10 attacks versus the Blitches right there. One of them is going to be fighting the Juggernaut himself, so he has the honor of dying first. Alright, so we'll do his attacks here. Whoop! Alright, good rolls. Rolling a 1. He hits. Does he wound? No. The brass champion is too big. Too strong. Too much man for him to handle. Alright, so 4. Okay, rerolling 1s. Getting rid of those 2s. Excellent.
Nice hits.
Calm down, table. Good rolls for the wounding as well. 4 wounds against the other Blitches right there.
And they fail 2
wounds.
I'm gonna use the Mighty Lord of Khorne, since you can easily pick up guys and he won't be able to hit. So he's hitting on 3s, he's wounding on 2s, but he does 3 damage instead of D3 damage on a 5 or a 6 in the wound roll. So hitting on 3s, these fail, wounding on 2s. So this one is going to be 3 wounds instead of a normal D3, and this is -1 rend.
Okay, what are you going to do? The 3 wound one.
Okay. Is that success?
Mission accomplished.
And then
4 up.
no, this is 5 up.
Oh wait, well he failed that
All
one.
right, so
D3.
that one's D3. That's 2.
Smacking my
Bam.
eyes everywhere.
All right, and then 3s and 2s for the Juggernaut.
Well, the Juggernaut doesn't seem to know what it's hitting.
All right, failed. It's just one wound roll.
1 wound roll. All right, 4 up again. Where'd that die go?
2.
Okay, well, you're gonna see this guy go. Whoop.
And then 1 more wound on another.
We do have the Lord right there. We're gonna get his last shot at glory right now. He's going to activate his single attack. This is either going to be really impressive or really, really annoying. First, unpredictable destruction. Nope. I'm going to put Great Destroyer in him next game. You have no idea. All right, 1 attack. Hitting on a 3, wounding on a 3. Rend 2, 2d6 wounds. Hitting? Yes.
Oh.
Wounding? Yes.
That one's
-2.
-2 rends?
Yep. You have a single die roll to make, sir. Yeah! All right, we have 2 dice here.
D6? 2d6? Is that what it is?
Yep. That is going to be 8
shit.
wounds. Blood for the blood god, ladies and gentlemen. We've been seeing that number all day today.
I'll kill off them, and they don't get to attack back because they are befuddled. So they're sad. This was an ideal moment for him to do this.
He just blew his load all over them. It is a wonderful moment for the Lord.
I'm gonna pile in with those Blitches over here. These 3. These are hitting on 4s.
This is a epic combat phase, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to be seeing back and forth action right now.
And these are hitting on 2s.
Ooh. Watch out for our models, man.
So, yeah.
6.
And I'll get the other ones ready.
Alright,
Yeah,
looks
looks
like
like
rerolling that 1. Nope.
Alright, so 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Alright, then I have to roll for the Juggernauts. Hitting on a 3.
I kind of imagine Juggernauts as basically motorcycles with feet.
Yeah. Wounding on a 2.
Except they're a truck engine, you know? Okay, that's going to be 6. I'm seeing that number a lot too. Wow, there's some hot and heavy action. Definitely what's going on today. Rerolling.
1s.
Yep.
You're
Nope.
taking 3.
3, so that's going to kill him and him.
Here's the first chick. 4s. 2s. That's that. So you get 2 to make, -1 rend. Save neither. So that's 2 wounds, and then 3s, 2s, 2 wounds, no rend. Juggernaut. Failed 1.
Rerolling once.
Oh, rerolling 1s.
Nice.
Saved both. Good job. 4s. Well, that saved you. 2s. -1 rend.
Rolling 1. Yeah,
Save.
1 wound.
Oh yeah, 1. Okay. And then the jugs. The jugs.
Jug, jug, jug.
All right.
Of course,
and
those
then
witches got big jugs.
Jesus. 3. You got 3 coming in. No rend.
Okay.
last rolls. This will decide the game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it.
That's 2 more guys dead.
We're looking at the entire scenario here. I mean, you have that squad of warriors there. I'm going to take a bravery test pretty soon because that's an additional 2 dead. So we'll just take them out right here, right? So we got 8 guys right there. The knights are dead. Blah, blah, blah. The spirit of the warband lives on in Bob the Blob. Give that guy a kiss. That is the face that no mother could love. What a wonderful human being he used to be.
You still have the Demon Prince.
This is true. I do have the Demon Prince. And like any good Demon Prince, he will run away. All right.
See what you get for battle shock.
Yeah, so here's what's going on. We have a unit of 30. So according to the battalion's rules, they started as a multiple of 6 when the game started. So they have +2 bravery. Then an additional +1 because of the banner right here. So that's +3. Next we have the Exalted, the guy here. He's got a 20-inch range. He's in range. So +5. So we have 8. Roll die. Get an additional 1 versus their bravery of natural 7.
I think they don't lose any models.
Wow.
And then I score 3 points. So victory for Khorne. Khorne is good. Skull Reapers are way better than I thought they would be. I'll probably use them in more competitive games. This list wasn't super competitive. It was more designed to be fun and showcase a lot of the different aspects of the Khorne army, mostly the Gore Pilgrims. I brought 3 Slaughter Priests for that reason, and I only ran 1 Bloodsecretor. A lot of people think that Bloodbound needs to run 2 Bloodsecretors, but if you play it right, you don't need to.
There's other ways to get multiple attacks in Bloodbound.
There's a lot of ways to get multiple attacks in Bloodbound. I mean, one of the ways is you can take Aspiring Deathbringer. I didn't do that here. I don't think I needed to. Also, units like the Skull Reapers don't really benefit from multiple Bloodsecretors the same way the Blood Reapers or the Blood Warriors do. Also, the Juggernauts, the Skull Crushers, they don't really benefit from the Bloodsecretor the same way that other units do. They're very expensive and they're only 3 models. I guess you get a bonus of 6 attacks total per 3 models, but you know, that's nothing compared to, you know, the 10 bonus attacks you get from your Blood Reapers or even the 5 bonus attacks you get per 100 points on your Blood Warriors. I mean, it's a lot more expensive to get bonus attacks for those types of models. So taking 1 is very good. I think that I won this game simply because Connor had a lot of rolls that were really key rolls and they were poor, especially with his Demon Prince. He was never even able to get him into combat, which is really unlikely because that thing is fast. He also didn't commit to his knights on the right hand side, which allowed me to survive that strike. It reduced the power level by that alpha strike quite a bit, and I was able to withstand the alpha strike and strike back real hard with those buffed up Blood Warriors. I was also able to buff up my Skull Reapers and wipe the unit with a whopping 38 wounds in 1 round of combat, which is pretty good. So overall, I really liked this game. I liked Connor's army. It was fun to play against, and I think I'm going to play around a lot more with the Gore Pilgrims. I think they're very competitive, and I think that it's a viable route to remove Sael from the competitive scene, which is pretty cool.
A lot of what Josh just said is accurate. It's extremely accurate. The list that I built was built around maneuverability, getting in a person's face quick, and then being able to control the combat through pilots. I was still learning about it. I had a little bit of distractions too. What we have here is the fact that it didn't have enough commitment, specifically with the Knights of Chaos and then further with the Marauders. I think that I could have had those guys go even further with the stuff that they were doing, but you know, chaff is chaff. You can only do so much with that. The rolls with the Demon Prince were definitely a problem, but
that could have been fixed. Same with mostly deployment. The primary issues are just where the heroes were positioned and how I utilize the terrain in the map. You see these guys right here? This guy was too far back before. I didn't have him in a direct beeline to be able to run out, continue to keep line of sight with the Chaos Knights that were here, and then cast demonic power on them while giving ocular visions to random marauders that were nearby. Likewise, the warriors that were over here, I could have just completely stacked over there to try to cover this objective with only nothing over here, so that I could wrap even faster against the juggernauts that came up. That's something I'll be thinking of in the future. Finally, I don't really think that Slaanesh right now can work as effectively as other lists without help from Archaon. The simple fact is that we don't have these special things from like Blood Tithe or Ruins of Fate and stuff like that, so I would need Archaon to come in. I could take a demonic mount with a Chaos Lord of Slaanesh on it, and then use a Lord of Slaanesh, give a unit of Knights of Chaos the ability to run in charge and attack twice in the same phase. That'd be pretty awesome. And then you have the additional like +1s to hit if I added another Lord in there, demonic mount, just a regular Chaos Lord, and he can do his own run in charge. It's all sorts of nonsense. But I digress. In the end, it was a good game. We had a lot of fun. I got to see Skull Reapers in action, and they're some of my favorite Khorne units. And I'm looking forward to another opportunity to break Josh's army, and with a better understanding of how he plays. So, thanks for watching.
Should we name that spawn? I think we should name that spawn. I'm gonna name that spawn Billy the Blob. If you got a better name for Billy the Blob, insert it in the comments below.